So, about a week ago, I got a comment on my Instagram asking me about the jewelry making process and how to get started. And I originally was going to respond with just a reel, but I had so much information that I wanted to give that the video just ended up being way too long. And when I tried cutting stuff out, it didn't seem consistent, and some of the details were left out all to fit it into a 40-second video. So I decided to scrap that video and to just make a full-length YouTube video. Here's a beginner's guide to jewelry making with a special announcement at the end. But first, roll the intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, Doja Cat.
It's been a long time since you fell in love. You ain't coming out your shell. You ain't really been yourself.
Now, there's many different styles of jewelry. The ones that I'm familiar with are charms and chains, beaded jewelry, and wire wrap jewelry. If you are starting off in making jewelry, it's good to start with just one of these styles. The one that is the simplest and that I would recommend starting off with is charms and chains. It's the easiest one to start out with, and it takes the least amount of materials. So if you're new to jewelry making or just getting into it after a long time, that is the one I definitely recommend starting with first. In addition, there's multiple different types of jewelry. Those are the actual pieces and their names, like necklaces, bracelets, rings, earrings, etc. Now, whichever piece you decide to start making first, that is entirely up to you. But I do recommend starting with only one or two, as you don't want to stretch your materials too thin, making a bunch of different kinds and not allowing yourself to really create one type in multiple different designs. As for me personally, I started out with charms and chains, and I started out only making earrings and necklaces. And when I finally got a ring sizer and wire to start making rings, I made this huge deal about it because I was so excited. But it was good to be able to start off with just those two types because it allowed me to make multiple different variations in that style. Since then, I have done my best to grow and expand my abilities into other styles of jewelry, as well as other types of jewelry and even past jewelry as well, like hair clips and body chains, etc. Now, if you're going to start making jewelry, you need to know what tools and materials to get, and depending on which style you're going to start out with, their tools might differ. For charms and chains, you would need charms, chains, jump rings, and end chains. You can always choose to add some other stuff in there for variety or for design, but those are the four basics that you would need to create necklaces or bracelets or anything of that sort. Wire wrap jewelry is normally done using a gemstone or a bead and gold or silver wire. You will also end up using chains and end chains if you're making necklaces or bracelets, similar to that of charm and chain jewelry. When it comes to beaded jewelry, however, that one is a bit more layered. Ogres have layers, beaded jewelry has layers. Now, there's this style of beaded jewelry, which would require beads, chains, charms, gold or silver wire, jump rings, and end chains. There's this style of beaded jewelry, which would only need elastic string and beads. You can also add some charms or chains to add a little bit of variety to the design, but the basics are just elastic string and beads. Or there's seed bead jewelry, which would require using either this nylon wire or this very thin but still very sturdy gold or silver wire. You would also need these little beads called seed beads. In addition, you would also need jump rings and end chain. Again, you can always add in some other stuff for variety and design, but those are just the basics. Now, for all of these styles of jewelry where you want to make earrings, you need to make sure you get studs with a loop on them to attach your design to. In addition, all of the ones that include jump rings and end chain, you would also need to get a flat nose pliers, a round nose pliers, and a wire cutter. Once you feel you've gotten well acquainted with these tools, you can move on to more advanced tools like a one-step looper, a crimping tool, or a wire looping tool. Jewelry, just like anything in the fashion industry, is a form of wearable art. It's something you create and wear to express yourself, your hobbies, your likes, your interests, and more. Ever since I was a kid, I never really learned how to do my makeup, even though I would watch beauty gurus all on YouTube all the time. None of the information ever really stuck to the point where I was able to know how to do my own makeup. So when I got to high school, jewelry was my makeup. It's what made me feel pretty and confident, and I didn't even feel ready to go to school without at least a pair of earrings on. When I started my business making and selling jewelry, I did it with the hopes of being able to bring this feeling of beauty and confidence to my customers. Fueling my jewelry obsession was a great perk though. And now you can bring that feeling to the people around you with today's sponsor, me. Well, my DIY kits and my Patreon. 2025 is here, and with the new year comes new hobbies and interests. Since I know many of you watching have been wanting to create jewelry similar to mine, I have been working on the past couple of months on these DIY jewelry kits. This kit includes a findings box filled with all of the jewelry materials that you need to create some beautiful pieces like head pins, eye pins, spacer beads, jump rings, studs, hooks, hoops, and much more. In addition, and this is the part that I'm really excited about, the kits will come with a themed charm and bead box. The two themes we are starting out with are Celestial Dreams, which have everything you need to create jewelry that is out of this world, and our Butterfly Garden, which is perfect for creating some of the most beautiful and whimsical pieces anyone could make. Now, this kit is sort of a beginner to intermediate level, so even if you want to advance your skills a bit, you can still do so with this kit, as it comes with not only charms but with beads and all the things you need to make multiple different styles of jewelry and multiple different types of jewelry. I'm talking necklaces, bracelets, ring bracelets, earrings, kind of like the ones I'm wearing right now. And if you have absolutely no idea what you're doing, then please do not worry, as I will happily help you over on my Patreon. Over there will be how-to videos and guides that will help you get to your fullest potential as a jewelry designer and maker. If you don't want to or just aren't able to join my Patreon, then please do not worry, because many of these videos will make it here onto YouTube at some point down the road. But if you do want to get a chance to see those videos earlier, or you just want something more specific to jewelry making and or what it is you're trying to make, then definitely check out my Patreon. You would not only be getting all of that information, but you would also be supporting my channel, and you would get a little shout out at the end of videos like this. As for the kits though, they are now available in both gold and silver, so make sure to head on to shopsomethingextra.com. Yes, I just got my own website, just launched it a couple days ago, so I'm super excited about that as well. But head over to shopsomethingextra.com and get ready to play with some beautiful charms and beads. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video added a little something extra to your day, and I will see you next time. Bye. King jewelry feeling to the people. Now, if you're going to start making jewelry, now going to start making jewelry, you need to know. No, okay, that's okay. You got this. It's okay. Now, for charms and chains, you'll need jump rings. For There's this style of jewelry, which requires beads, wire, chains, charms, end chain, jump rings. Am I missing anything? And gold or silver wire. I think I said wire. Let me start over. Or there's seed bead jewelry. Which would include using this nylon wire or these silver. Once you feel you've gone, what was it? Once you feel you've gotten familiar with these tools, you can move on to more advanced jewelry making tools like wire cutters. How's my hair? Oh no. Jewelry, just like anything in the fashion industry, fasten your seatbelts. We're going for a ride. No. Why am I British? Why stop? Jewelry. But now you can do the same. What is up with my voice? Now you can do the same. No. 2025, 2025, 2025. I can't do that fast. 2020, no. 20, 2025. 2025 is here, and oh, that was really good. Okay, now I gotta just make sure I get it. Focus. Okay.
What must I do?